Hello, everyone, and welcome to the end of the EuroCHRIE University Challenge 2021. I've been sitting here waiting for the clock to turn to midnight Central European time so I could cycle the two simulations and be able to see the results. And this did not disappoint. What an exciting competition in both competitive sets, and certainly a very, very close competition when it came to determining an overall winner. So let's dive into some results and take a look at where we've ended up. We're going to start with Group 1, and we'll take a look first at the comparative summary income statement, just so that we can really marvel at the revenues and certainly take a look at those great profit numbers. Then we will take a look at the scorecard so that we will know the winner of Group 1. Then we'll jump over into Group 2 and we'll do the exact same thing. And then we're going to compare those top two teams and declare who the winner is of the EuroCHRIE Challenge. So let's begin with the monthly summary income statement comparatively for these 9 hotels that comprised Group number 1. Takes an extra second or two for it to come up because there's a lot of data to be collected. But take a look at these numbers along this line here for total revenue. Every hotel over 15 million, and we even have one hotel that made it over 18 million. That was the Rising Sun Hotel at $18.5 million in total revenue. They also led the way, not surprisingly, in both rooms and F&B as well. So this was a hotel that really knew how to make a lot of money, but certainly none of these numbers are unimpressive. I mean, this is just an incredible bit of work by everyone in terms of making money. If we go all the way down to the bottom line in this competitive set, boy, there's some impressive numbers there too. We're seeing some profit numbers, net profit of over $1 million by 3 different hotels and a couple of others that are awfully close. So congratulations, just a great job, and guaranteed that the owners of all of these hotels would be awfully pleased with how far everyone has come since the beginning of this competition. But I know you're anxious to see what the final results were, so I'm certainly happy to share the final balance scorecard, which shows the progress all the way through to December year to date. And I am very pleased to congratulate the Rising Sun Hotel on retaining their number 1 position. Now, they led the way for 3 out of the 4 quarters, and that's not easy because they certainly had hotels right at their heels, namely the IM Hotel, definitely just coming after them, and they came awfully close, so great work by them. And I think honorable mention has to be given to the Hotel Dior as well. At one point, they were in 9th, and they had a terrible loss. They turned things around so magnificently and made it all the way to 3rd. Kind of makes me wonder what would have happened if we had gone a whole other year in this competition. Let me circle back to our winners of this competitive set, the Rising Sun Hotel. As we can see, the big areas were in market and financial. Really solid performance in those areas, but also some very strong numbers in guest satisfaction. And they just slow and steady, and they did a terrific job. But what I love about this competitive set is that there's something to recognize in every single hotel. Whether it was great refurbishment levels and guest service levels for One More Time. The Grand Budapest Hotel really did a nice job in some areas of refurbishment. Certainly the Hotel Dior, we already talked about them, but definitely just turning things around as much as they did is quite amazing. The Hotel Zahura, really good numbers on the guest service side, directly, of course, related to competency. The IM Hotel, very strong rooms market share, and certainly some good numbers in finances and also in public space refurbishment. The My Pond Hotel, certainly some good numbers on the guest satisfaction side for a couple of different areas. Old Vine Hotel, look at that GOP, really strong. They had a really good first half of the year and then struggled a little in the second half, but really a great job by them in terms of GOP. For the Reverie Hotel, just some overall nice numbers in terms of some of their market and financial performance, and definitely had the best associate facilities, so that's a good thing. So this is a terrific competitive set, and 9 hotels, a lot of things happened in this group, and congratulations to the Rising Sun Hotel for their performance. So they're going to the final playoff, but before we get there, we're going to jump over into group number 2, And let's take a look at these 7 hotels, beginning with the summary income statement comparatively, just so we can take a look at the revenue comparison with this competitive set. So for this competitive set, revenues for every hotel were above $16 million. And as we can see, the leading hotel in this competitive set was the Nairobi Safari Hotel at $18.5 million. But we can see the Hotel Las Piñas was less than $500,000 behind them, so not too far at all. From a standpoint of rooms revenue, it was the Nairobi Safari Hotel leading the way, but again, very small margin over the Hotel Las Piñas. And on the F&B side, it was the Hotel Nordens Paris, very closely followed by almost every hotel in this competitive set. So really strong revenue performance, every single hotel in this competitive set also. And when we come down here to the bottom line, almost every hotel over $1 million in net profit, only one below, and $966,000. So that's still an extraordinary number. So unbelievable the amount of money that this competitive set was able to generate, and the amount of profit. Again, lots of happy owners. Now, this was a tight competition. And in the end, it really just came down to, I'm going to say, one main thing in this final round, in this final quarter. So let's bring up the scorecard. And as I do, I'm going to say that I'm very pleased to announce that the winner of the EuroCHRIE Challenge Group Number 2 is the Nairobi Safari Hotel. And I mean, if we do the comparison here between them and the Hotel Nordens Paris, it's just by such a small margin. And then even in third position, the Hotel Las Piñas, we look at these numbers and it really just comes down to overall performance. It's really quite remarkable. So looking first at the Nairobi Safari Hotel, I admit I was really interested to see what was going to happen. They won the RFP at a very low price, but they were very, very wise in terms of how they leveraged everything else. They were very, very smart in terms of their food and beverage, knowing that they didn't have a guarantee of F&B performance. And so they were just very, very wise. And we can see that it was a result of very strong market and financial numbers, but also really good guest satisfaction numbers that ultimately ended up helping them win this whole competitive set. But the Hotel Nordens Paris had a terrific competition. And again, we can see here very strong guest satisfaction and associate engagement numbers. And then the Hotel Las Piñas, by far the best financial numbers and definitely strong market share and other market numbers. In any other competitive set, if they didn't have 2 such strong hotels in front of them, I think that they would have easily won this. But this is, again, a situation where we have good performance in every hotel. So the Legacy Hotel definitely had some good numbers in terms of some of their facilities and services. Ozu Euphoria Hotel, they really did quite well on the market side. Those numbers there are quite impressive. For the Queen Cornero Hotel, really good financials. I mean, second highest GOP in the entire competitive set. And for the Terra Vista, certainly a few different numbers, but the ones that stand out to me would be competency and guest service, really strong, and also a very, very strong GOP. So congratulations, Nairobi Safari Hotel. You are going to the final as well. So now what I'd like to do is share the comparative balanced scorecard that I've put together. Very basic. Remember, we're not looking at the actual numbers because we want to make this fair. We had one hotel set that was 9. We had the other that was 7. So here's what I did, was I literally took the rankings for each of the areas as I said that I would, and I have highlighted where one hotel outranked the other, because as we're going to see, there were certain areas where they were equal. So they had the same rankings. So when it came to market share, Nairobi Safari Hotel was ahead. So for RevPAR, T-RevPAR, RGI, and GOP, they were absolutely equal. When it came to the rest of the financial numbers, net profit, ROE, ROCE, and management fees, it was the Rising Sun Hotel. Room refurbishment, they were equal. Public space refurbishment, it was the Nairobi Safari Hotel that was ahead. For facilities, they were equal. For services, it was the Nairobi Safari Hotel, and same for guest service. For staffing level, they were equal. For competency, the Nairobi Safari Hotel was ahead. For pay, it was the Rising Sun Hotel. And finally, for associate facilities, it was the Rising Sun Hotel. So if you've been doing the math, you're going to see that we have a winner by basically one area more that this hotel outranked the other area, and that is the Rising Sun Hotel. So I am delighted to congratulate and award the first place finish for the EuroCHRIE Challenge 2021 to the Rising Sun Hotel, operated by the Hotel Management School in Stenden in the Netherlands. And very, very happy to award the runner-up to the Boma International Hospitality College, operators of the Nairobi Safari Hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just blown away by the quality of this competition, and I am just absolutely thrilled that all of you chose to be a part of this. I couldn't thank you enough for your dedication, your commitment, your willingness to try something that might have been a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and for every one of you to succeed. I wish you all congratulations on a fantastic competition. I wish you lots of luck as you take the HBA knowledge exam, and certainly as you move forward in your professional careers. Please stay in touch. I certainly would love to hear about your success as you go into what I believe is the best industry out there. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you to the team leads for all your great work, and I certainly hope our paths will cross sometime in the future. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much.